Welcome to the News Review. Today, we're turning our focus to Nigeria's young people, a force to be reckoned with. Coming up May 31st and June 1st, a major event is set to give a platform to be heard. It is called the Youth Speak Forum, YSF, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, YSF, organized by AIESEC. But what exactly is AIESEC? Born from the dreams of 7 European students in 1984, AIESEC ignited a global platform for youth empowerment. Their mission is to cultivate a network where young minds could not only gain international experience through internship and volunteer opportunities, but also blossom into future leaders equipped with cross-cultural understanding. Today, AIESEC stands as a testament to their vision, thriving as one of the world's largest youth-run organizations. I am Vina Peters, and joining me to discuss AIESEC is Mercy Jacob. She is the head of Partnership Development, AIESEC Nigeria. Welcome, Mercy.
Thank you so much, Vina. It's so good to be here.
Yeah, it's so great to have you as well.
Thank you.
So before I dive into my questions, quickly talk to us, what exactly is AIESEC and what is YSF, that is the Youth Speak Forum?
Thank you so much, Vina. So AIESEC is a global youth-run organization, and the majority of the things that we do are geared towards youth leadership development, youth empowerment, and innovation building worldwide. For us in Nigeria, we've been in existence for about 63 years, and it's so interesting because we've been able to impact over 10,000 youths across the nation. For AIESEC, one of the initiatives that we run on a yearly basis is the Youth Speak Forum. And this is a platform that we give every young person across Nigeria to come together and speak about issues that are facing the different communities. And from the conversations we have, we're able to come together and build innovative solutions. And from there, launch projects that go ahead to help and impact these various communities.
Okay, this year's YSF event, what is the theme for it, if it does have a theme?
Yes, it does have a theme. The theme for this year is Tech Forward Earth, Empowering Youths for Sustainable Innovation, and is geared towards targeting climate action, which is the SDG 13.
Okay, so why was that particular theme picked?
Particularly because, I mean, if you look through Nigeria, I think everyone is getting tired of the weather. When it's hot, it's extremely hot. When it's cold, it's extremely cold. I mean, the people in plateau states can testify. And when it rains, it pours and then it floods. And so we kind of did a sensing, we did a survey, and from the survey and the analysis, one of the reports we got, or the highest percentage of reports, which was about 67%, was the fact that the weather generally and the environment is getting worse. And then we had to ask ourselves the question, why? And the answer to that came from the fact that climate change is happening and we're not talking about it. We're not taking action, especially in Nigeria. And this was why the theme came to be, especially because we're in an era where the young people are very much captivated by technology. And so if we believe that if we can leverage the interest of the youths to drive the conversation about climate action, then it will go a very long way.
Okay, from what you've just said, because I want to believe that most youth these days would want something that brings things into their purse or pockets. Now, tell me, why should a youth be more interested in climate change than innovation or probably something that turns to money?
Very interesting question. I think over the past 2 to 3 or 5 years, youths around the world, particularly in Nigeria, have been interested in lots of tech, or want to be a software developer, want to do this and do that. But the craziest part is we have more youths that start and stop majority of these courses than youths that finish and end up making money out of it. And so the question of youths being interested in generating revenue and getting money into their purses is one that we can answer in a very simple way. What if you could combine technology with climate action and still earn? And what if you can do it in a very simple form, in a very simple format? I give you an example. You have an app where you get people to give you their recyclables. Examples of recyclables can be something as the Multina tin, the can. you give it back, and by giving it back, they're able to earn. So you can say per each can that you return, you earn 50 naira. So that means if you return 10 packs or cans, you earn 500 naira. That is very seamless, and you have to do that through the app. So that is merging technology with climate action, and you're still earning money.
Wow, that's really interesting. Recently, because most times people talk and they do not do. So how do you ensure that the voices that will be heard, be it on the 1st of June and 31st of May, will be acted upon?
Okay, thank you very much. So the Youth Speak is an initiative that is three-phased. First is the sensing, the next is the forum where people come to talk, and the last phase is the project.
So you say the sensing, the forum, and the third one is what?
Project.
Okay.
So the sensing happened, which is where we came to the conclusion and we're able to build what the theme for the forum would be. The forum is where we have conversations about this theme, and people can build innovations and come up with solutions. From these solutions and these ideas that they come together, we launch a project. And this project has to happen within a month after the forum is concluded. And this is one of the principles that we have in AIESEC, and it's something that is governed by the international body. So it's something that is ensured that despite the fact that we're doing it here in Nigeria, the project is definitely going to be launched in the various communities that these youths are coming from.
That's really well answered. Now let's talk about long-term impact. How does YSF measure the long-term impact it has on participants that they have engaged with in social change?
Okay, so we are able to measure the long-term or the longevity of the impact that we have from the kind of partners we're able to get for each event. Now, YSF has been running since 2016, and this will coincidentally be the 8th year that we've held YSF. And every single year, we're able to get amazing partners that get to sponsor the projects that would be launched. And these projects are mandated not to be one-time projects. So what happens is, for every project that is launched, it becomes a CSR initiative for the organization. And over the years, it continues to run. That is one. Two, for each individual that comes or attends the forum, you're given an opportunity to network with the partners that we come together and we bring together. And from there, you can make long-term connections, network, build long-term relationships that could in the future help to get a job. Something as simple as that.
Okay. You spoke about the stages. Now I want to pick on the third stage, which is the projects.
Yes.
Now, for this year's YSF, what kind of workshop or what activities will be around the workshop that participants will be expecting from this year's YSF?
Thank you. So we have a very unique range of speakers this year. And what we did this year was to make the speakers to be as practical as possible. So we have speakers in data analysis. And the reason why we chose data analysis was so that people get to understand the place or the reason why it's important to gather proper data and analyze it properly before launching or doing anything, any business or any startup. That's one. Another aspect is we're looking at combination of sustainability with fashion. And so one of the speakers that we have is a sustainability fashion expert. And one of the workshops we would be having is how she was able to build her brand, combining sustainability with her love for fashion. Another workshop that we're capitalizing on is in the recycling world. There are lots of brands that currently, even the University of Lagos has a recycling department. And what this does is it helps people to understand that you can set up a very simple business that drives climate action and does not cost a lot. And so these are the three particular workshops that we are going to be discussing and having amazing speakers on them during the forum.
Okay, now let's talk about the speakers.
Okay.
How does will I call you guys an organization?
Yes, organization.
Okay. So how does the organization identify, or how do they choose what kind of speakers to actually come for the YSF? And in terms of partnership, how do AIESEC pick what kind of partners to work with?
Okay. So the speakers are usually chosen based on what the theme for the year is and how each of these speakers are experts with regards to the theme. So for this year, we're talking sustainability, we're talking tech forward, we're talking innovation and climate action. And of the speakers we have Olumide Idowu, who is known as Mr. Climate. He's a top voice, a top change maker in Nigeria, in Africa, and also in the world. And these are one of the people that we bring together and we identify based on what the theme is. Now, for partners, very similar as well. We align with partners and brands that have similar visions to what our values are, which is youth empowerment essentially, as well as to what the theme of the event is and brands that resonate with that theme. An example of one of this year's partner is Nestle. And Nestle is a brand that over the years has been very instrumental in dropping down the climate action from the pollution from their different products. And this is why we were able to align with them, and they resonated with the theme for this year, and they are one of our partners this year.
Okay, let's talk about past events of YSF.
Okay.
So talk to us, how has the experience been?
It's been so it's been a pretty amazing one. I want to say I think I have participated in about 3 to 4 YSFs, both physically and virtually, because I mean there was a time in 2020 where we couldn't hold the YSF physically due to COVID, and so it was an interesting year. The past experiences have been nothing short of amazing, to be honest, but very grueling, because for every single experience, you have to put in the work. We start planning almost 6 months prior, and then because we do not have one fixed location for where YSF holds, we always move. So in 2022, it was in Abuja. 2023, we couldn't hold it. In 2020, we held a Middle East and Africa version, which was done in Dubai. And all the other years we've had different locations, and it's been very interesting because as you go to new places to have these YSF forums, you get to experience different cultures. So imagine someone that has never traveled out going to Dubai and going to find out that you really can't do some certain things. You can't dance in the street as a female. I mean, it's crazy when you're in Nigeria here and you see young girls dancing and making videos. But it's crazy, but you can't do that there. So as you go to different places, apart from the fact that you get to network, you get to experience diverse cultures and get to learn things about different places, which is super amazing.
Okay, you said in 2020 you did not hold it physically.
Yes.
Now, this year, how will it be done? Physical, virtual, hybrid, which? Hybrid,
actually. So we're holding it physically, but we're giving room to those who cannot travel down to Lagos to be able to join us virtually. The entire event from the start to the finish will be live streamed.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And what are you looking forward to in terms of expectation for this year's event?
Expectation would be come and air your mind. Come as youths. I think it's high time for us young people, especially in Nigeria, to begin to speak about things that matter beyond just normal bants and all. I think it's high time we begin to speak about things that directly affect us. And my expectation would be to see lots of young people come to share ideas that will be furnished with money. So I think lots of people tend to stare away from wanting to launch a business or even share their ideas because they're like, oh, how will we fund it? But we're saying, don't worry about the funding. Come, let's share these ideas and we pick and then we launch. It will be so beautiful.
Okay, so lastly, before I let you go, okay, for any young persons coming, and by the way, I forgot to ask, where exactly is it taking place? On what time?
The University of Lagos, we have partnered with the Faculty of Environmental Science. So it's going to be happening 31st, which is Friday, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then on Saturday, 1st of June, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. 4 p.m. is going to have like the final ceremony where we're going to be giving amazing awards. So you should anticipate that as well. I think that's it, yeah?
Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. So before I let you go, is there any final thing you want to tell young ones coming to the program?
Yes. As youths generally, I think it's high time we become advocates for global change. And just as Tunde Onokoya would say, you can do big things from small places. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mercy. It's been a pleasure having you on the program.
Same here. Thank you.
And that's how far we can take on the program for today. To watch our previous episodes, go to our social media pages at Unilag on TV. And remember to like, follow, or subscribe, comment, and share. Many thanks for watching. I am Vina Peters. Good day.